What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Right off the bat, I just want to say it is extremely windy, and I do apologize for that. But I honestly did it on purpose because this is fantastic weather for running nitro. It's about 57 degrees, somewhere around there, sunny, and it's pretty windy. It's probably a little more than 57, actually, but you understand what I'm saying. It is a nice day, great airflow for that thing to breathe, great temperature for that thing to run, and I don't have to worry about it overheating, which is the plus of it all. Let's run some nitro. Now, I actually want to do a quick adjustment. It's a very small, minor adjustment, and once again, it is very windy, so I apologize if you can hear that in the mic. But a very small adjustment that I want to do is I personally want a little bit of a higher idle. I don't mind if my idle is a little bit on the higher side. I don't want it to walk itself, just as it's idling. I don't want that. That's too high of an idle. But what I do want is to be able to set the controller down, fuel it up real quick, and not have the engine cut out because whatever, the pressure gets too low because I opened the tank, or just whatever the case is, the RPMs get too low in general, so it cuts out. I want to be able to place the controller down and still have it run. I mean, who knows? What if I want to warm it up, right? What if I just want to let it sit and warm it up? Can't really let it sit and warm it up if it's just stalling, you know? So what I am going to do, ladies and gentlemen, is I'm going to get this thing warmed up and I'm going to do the adjustments on camera, because why not? Why not? I want to document what I do to this thing. I want to document as many times as I run this thing, because it's not going to be this nice weather forever. So enough yapping, let's do this. Ladies and gentlemen, I completely forgot to film what I actually did. So let me just go ahead and show you guys what I did. But the video is not over because I'm going to show the results soon. But let me just show you guys what I did. So I personally would like an idle a little bit higher than not. And the idle speed screw, which is right there, the small one, that is as turned in as it can be. So I physically moved that little nub with the screw in it on the rod. I physically moved that nub further toward this way, toward the back of the vehicle, so that way it'll hold open the carburetor at idle just a little bit more. So the idle is a little bit high so the truck can run without me having to use the controller to do that and give it throttle to keep it running. The truck now runs without me having to have the controller in my hand to give it any gas at all. So now I can genuinely let this thing sit and warm up. Now I can genuinely let it sit and warm up. I don't have to worry about it stalling now. That is exactly what I wanted. So that was a very good run. And I'm sorry for all that yelling in the last clip. I am still not used to having a microphone. And that microphone actually did a very good job at not picking up the sound of this thing running. Very good. So in the future, guys, I'm sorry. I won't be yelling in your ears. I know, I'm sorry. I know that upsets you guys. But sorry, for the future, I'll just talk into the mic like a normal person. So now that I've done all the adjustments that I wanted to do, I've adjusted this right here. I moved it back in order for the carburetor slide to be open just ever so slightly at idle. So even when I first started this thing up today, I was able to start it up without giving it any extra gas, and I was able to let it run for about 2.5 minutes straight, just so it could warm up without giving it any gas. So now that all that is over, I'm just kinda I'm in the spot where the glow plug goes, and there's a lot of just nasty, just sediment and crap in there. So I'm really just trying my best to get out all of that soil and just all of that, all of that gunk. I've already gotten most of it out, and I've got to be very careful so no sediment or whatever gets in there, because I don't want to take this thing as apart as it can go. I really just don't. I just want to do this, wipe off any gunk. And also, let's have a look at this glow plug, ladies and gentlemen. How could I forget that? Absolutely disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. Today it was running very rich, which makes sense because yesterday it was very sunny and I had more of an open field to use, and today it's cloudy and I'm just doing some backyard running, so it makes sense. I definitely had to lean out the fuel mixture in this thing big time. I'd say about half a turn at least. So now I'm just kind of cleaning that out. After I'm done cleaning that out, I'm just gonna look over the vehicle in general to make sure nothing is damaged or anything like that. This is all the fuel that I'm working with, ladies and gentlemen. This is all the fuel that I'm working with, plus like a quarter in there, which is really nothing. I've got to get more fuel for this thing, but as soon as I get more fuel, ladies and gentlemen, you're gonna start seeing more content. It's not just gonna be me yapping about this thing. It's not gonna be me just doing whatever maintenance in there. It's gonna be genuine RC content. I want you guys to stay tuned. I'll see you guys in the next one.